You know what? Something that just came to my mind. What a lot of us seem to believe is normal is actually like trauma responses. It's actually like us responses of trying to protect ourselves. Like what we find to be normal, like even our standards or even our expectations or even what we deem is acceptable for humans is just responses from like accepting the world in the way that we were told we should. So even if we don't resonate with it, we just do it in order to keep the peace, right? It's our way of people pleasing. It's our way of being socially acceptable. And that's actually very interesting. I was listening to Kendra, one of these shows from Kendra G. I recently like came across her platform and just her what she does, and I love people watching. So I'm always curious about things, and the more and more I've watched her shows and look at the comments, everything in it is just like projections from people who have accepted life in the way that they've been told that they should. And it's not necessarily like a truth or absolute, but it's just like you should do this or you shouldn't want this or you shouldn't expect this. And it's these constant like beliefs that are really grounded in what has become socially acceptable. And that's so interesting. And I don't mean, I guess earlier I said trauma response, but maybe that's not the best way to explain it. But like what I said is what I meant as far as like, you know, is but what we've been conditioned to believe is normal or acceptable, like, and it's, and a lot of it we all know we're just adopted as a way to control people. So a lot of ways in which humans operate is from a level of yeah, just like what we've accepted to be the case because the masses have decided that that is the case, or they have decided it is norm and everybody just adopts it. But it's like it's not everybody's truth, and so when you don't agree to it, you usually like, let's bring back shame. Let's, I feel cringe for you. When in reality, it's like you just accepted some things to be true that aren't absolutes, and like there are people who live as conscious disruptors, okay, who won't necessarily like lean into that, you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that they're wrong, that doesn't mean that they're not normal. They just have decided to take back their power and stand in their power and operate from their own truth, whatever that is that flows through them, whatever that is that they have accepted to be their truth. And so just something to think about, you know.